What did YouTube? It's your boy. Hey, yo. No, come back to y'all with another Texans Nation fan talk. Y'all already know what time it is. Today I'm coming at y'all with surprising cuts and surprising head turners, move ups of the 2022 training camp period. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like. If you want to see more Houston Texans content, go ahead and drop the sub. It's free, it's easy. If you want to stay up to date with Houston Texans content, it's right here, baby. Let's go ahead and jump into this, man. The first surprising cut that I have this offseason, it's going to be Ross Blacklock. Ross Blacklock last season, he did lose his starting job to a 6th round Roy Lopez. He didn't outbeat a 25, 28-year-old, however, whatever his age is. Malik Collins is a former 1st round pick. He hasn't really done anything to stand out amongst the other defensive tackles, no tackles on this roster. He'll be a great trade compensation for the Houston Texans, and he'll probably flourish in a different type of scheme, a different type of head coaching philosophy, whatever it is, whatever Ross Blacklock needs to really get his value up there of being a former 1st round pick. I don't really think it's on the Houston Texans. I think once again this year he's not going to be starting up a good amount of games for his career, and the longer it takes for him to catch on, the less likely it is for him to be a starter in this league. So it'll be best for him to go look elsewhere to revitalize his career. The second surprising cut is going to be Jordan Jenkins. This guy last year we added, didn't really do anything, mainly for the part he got injured. And this year around, we added some talent. Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison, Rasheem Green, Obo. We got a lot of, defensive ends that we added, and I just think Jordan Jenkins coming back from injury, Jordan Jenkins being, what he was last year, is really going to have him take a step back and be placed on that back burner from what he was last year, and that's just my personal opinion. I don't think he makes the roster. Another guy, the third roster cut that I see this offseason is going to be Eric Murray. Eric Murray hasn't done anything on this roster. He hasn't done anything on this team. He hasn't made any splash plays. He hasn't, made any big plays for this team, and I just think it's time for him to move on. I think it's time for us to let one of the biggest Bill O'Brien's mistakes go. It's time. We have some guys. We have Jonathan Owens, who can make some plays. We got Desmond King, who can make some plays back there. I just think they're keeping him around just for the simple fact that he has money to his name, but it's just like one of those cap casualties that we're gonna just have to let go. My fourth roster cut is gonna be Philip Dorsett. He got injured last year. He had some moments. He had some games where he did a little bit of work, but I think it's just one of those Nick Caserio ties that he needs to let go. Nick Caserio just gonna have to say, hey man, I like having you here, but you gotta go. You haven't really done much, and we got some young guys who are studs, and yeah, that's just what it is. It's NFL, it's a business, and it's football. You get cut in football. Now, some head turners, some roster move ups that I expect this offseason. First, it's gonna be Connor Widgeton, former Stanford wide receiver, former teammate of Davis Mills, current teammate of Davis Mills, friend of Davis Mills, trains with Davis Mills. I think these guys, Davis Mills and Connor, are working up a connection for the simple fact that Davis Mills wants this guy to be on a roster, wants his old buddy to be on a team, and if they already had that connection in college, I don't see how it would be hard for him to gain a connection here in the NFL. He has some moves. He has a little bag in him. He could do a little something. He could, he can work. I'm excited to see what this guy does in training camp, and I'm excited to see if Davis Mills can form a strong connection with this guy. My next guy is going to be Johnny Johnson from Oregon. 2019 stats: 13 games played, 57 receptions, 836 yards with 7 touchdowns. This guy has a little bag on him too. He's 6'1". He's not the fastest, but it might just be his testing speed compared to his game speed, because game speed he has some speed on him. He's 6'1", like I said, so he has the size, he has the height, and this could be a replacement for the Philip Dorsett cut that I named earlier. He's I believe he's an undrafted free agent, so he's gonna come in here hungry. He's gonna be coming in here ready to go, and I just think this is a roster move. Even if he doesn't make the initial roster, I believe he'll probably be on practice squad. And he's a guy that we can see somewhere down the line during the season that gets moved up because of an unfortunate injury or something. I hope an injury doesn't happen, but it's football, it happens. Another head turner is going to be Troy Hairston out of Michigan State. 2021 stats will be 54 tackles, 16 tackles for losses with 8 sacks. This dude is low-key underrated. He has the stats that shows that he can be pretty nice in this league. Like I named earlier, we have Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, Obo, those guys. We have a stacked defensive end committee. But if this guy could come in, learn from the vets, learn from the guys who have been here for years, he can probably get a nice little bag on him and start going to work. Like I mentioned about Johnny Johnson, this guy is also an undrafted free agent. So he's coming in here hungry, ready to earn a roster spot. And I really think that chip on the shoulder is going to help him go even harder. And the last guy who I think turns heads, who's already been turning heads, but I think really wants to be out there proving people wrong, is going to be Garrett Wallow. Last year, he didn't really do too much, but he had a couple plays here and there. He still needs to earn the fan acknowledgement. He wants to earn the coach's acknowledgement. And, he's betting on himself, I bet. I believe he played at TCU. He was pretty solid. He wasn't a bad safety, hybrid type of player, safety, linebacker. So he can really do it. He could do kind of like Jalen Petrie, not as athletic as Jalen Petrie, but he could do the dirty work just like Jalen Petrie if the coaches allow him, and if he is really just, going to work like he can. But those are going to be my cuts and my surprising star risers of this training camp period. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like and want to see more Houston Texans content. Go ahead and drop the sub. Like I said, it's your boy L. Noah signing off. Peace. Go Texans.